Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Liz Young, how are you?
I'm good, Todd. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing terrific. I'm doing really good. Just having good laughs here, good laughs. Oh, and my wife has me eating healthy, so I think we should all eat healthy as the tip of the day, right? So just ask her. I'm excited today. And today's September 18th. Once again, I'm Todd Martin. I'm located in just a little bit north of Miami in the U.S. And on the call with me is Liz Young, and Liz is the head of our and vice president of our global services team right outside of London. So welcome again, Liz.
Thank you, Todd.
All right, and our duo continues, and I got to tell you, it's going to be a fun one today. Okay,
Ooh,
I think we're going to. Someone said we went a little long on the last one. Okay, so we may tone it down just a little bit. Okay, and maybe we'll try to go like a 30-minute hard stop for everybody. Okay.
okay. I'll try.
I tell
I
you,
get
it's
so
hard.
excited though.
I know. And speaking of exciting, I was like, I love the flash, when the blowhorn like lights
hmm
up on me and I come in the morning, I'm like, oh, what did the development team do today? Right. And I gotta tell you, I saw one come through. It was like July 29th, okay, or 30th, and I was like, oh, something about product line items, and I was like, huh, that's really cool. Selling product stuff. We definitely need more product things in the application. So I was
hmm
reading, and I was like, oh, major enhancement. They don't write
Oh
that
yeah.
often. So I kind of I read it and I was like, okay, but then I was reading more and more, and there's more things about the product and
Yep.
product catalog, product reporting, and I was like, oh my goodness, something's going on here, and we got to. Liz needs to show us.
I
So
do
what
actually. It's fabulous.
so what prompted what's like the business case? Why all of a sudden is this coming about now, and what does this really mean for everybody that's on the call with us today?
So we've always had a product catalog. You could
Mhm.
always put some baseline information about products into your opportunities. Yeah.
Okay.
But it was pretty much fixed, the information that you could use in there. And, sometimes when you've added a product to your opportunity, you want to say something specific about that product. Um, you want to
Oh
say this
yeah.
one needs to be delivered on this date, whereas this other one within the same opportunity, needs a different date or doesn't have a delivery date or that sort of thing. Yeah. And you
Oh, I
you just
gotcha.
couldn't do that in the past. And that's what this product line items bid is all about, is basically allowing your users to dynamically update information held against individual product lines when you've added them into your opportunities.
Ooh, that's good. I'm gonna
Well,
stop sharing my screen. I'll let you share your screen because that was a big
perfect.
thing we just said right there. I mean, you got me on like different delivery dates, different I'm getting excited now again. Okay, okay.
And it is super cool.
Is it
And
okay?
of course, we didn't stop with just allowing you to do it. We've embedded it in, you know, templates and
Ooh,
reports, all sorts of things. Yeah, and that's why we're here today, really, isn't it?
yeah.
So here I am. Um, Admin module, fields and forms to start with. Yeah, and I'm dealing with these two areas really today. So fields and forms. So as you all know, your ability to customize things, to add your own individual fields, etc., lives in the fields and forms area. And
Mhm.
now we've got products and product line items. And these two things are really tied together. Okay.
Okay, okay.
So let me just explain, the difference between them. Products, that's like your catalog. Okay. And you can actually have different types of products. You can get different forms for different families, types of products that you set up, just like you can have different forms for different pipelines. An
Hmm.
opportunity in one pipeline doesn't need to look exactly the same as an opportunity in another pipeline. It's the same idea with products. If you're delivering, I don't know, a car,
Hmm.
the background information that you have about that car would be very different to the background information that you'd have about a warranty on that car. Yeah.
Okay, okay,
You
okay.
know, warranty doesn't need a color, needs dates and things like that, you know, and levels of cover. The car needs, you know, color, engine, you know, all of that sort of stuff. So that's the sort of different product types that you might have in your
Okay.
system. Okay.
Okay, I get it. I get it. That's easy enough. Okay,
Yep.
I get that.
Now,
Okay.
you know, you don't have to get that complicated. Of course you don't. You know, if you pretty much your products all have the same basic background information about them, you're just going to use this default layout. Yeah, and
Okay.
that's what default product means. It's the default product layout or the form. And when you edit it, you can add any custom field onto this area. But all of this that lives under the products tab, this is like the background information about your product. None of this changes, you know.
Okay.
This is all of the great stuff that allows you to say, you know, what's the name of it? What's our SKU, for example, you know, if you use
Oh,
those.
I get you. So it doesn't
Yeah,
change. It's just like
doesn't change.
stamped. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, I got you.
stamped,
Okay.
all the background information. The
Gotcha.
stuff that changes is here, but of course they're tied really closely together. So when I click on this new product line items tab, here again, I'm going to see the default product, yeah, the layout for our sort of default setting, so to speak. And I'm just
Okay.
going to show you very quickly how it works, yeah, because I just want to reassure everybody that fundamentally it's the same as everything else, just like it always is in Pipeliner, yeah. So I'm going to edit the form. And there's some basic information that you always want to use when you're adding a product to your opportunity. And that's what we're talking about here. So you want to say which product is it and how many of them do we want and, you know, price, etc. And you're going to show all this in a second, Todd.
Yep.
Yeah. And then down here, I've got some line item fields. Yeah. So I can add my product to an opportunity and the commission might change. You know, for one opportunity, it might be 10. And for the same product in another opportunity, it might be 15. Yeah, so it's dynamic, and all the dynamic stuff are these line item fields. Okay.
Oh, so that's the thing that changes and that's where you put
Yeah.
it in. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So I'm going to do one here. Yeah, so just new field, as you would everywhere else. This one's going to be a date, and I'm going to choose to add my delivery date. Because, you know, you may deliver different products on different dates, even though they're part of the same opportunity. Yeah, just a very simple example. So we've got 3 line item fields here, this commission field, our delivery date, and then our custom requirements. Yeah, the ability to type in something specific. And then I'm going to click on save and publish. So everyone hopefully is going, oh, okay, well, that's just like adding a field to the account form then, because it
Yeah.
is, you
That
know,
wasn't too
just,
hard. Okay, I could
yeah.
do that. Cool.
Yeah, it's just, as I said, it's just, you know, knowing the difference here between the products tab and the product line items tab.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I see all of this set up here in the products tab, really when I'm working in products and prices. And this is the product catalog bit. Okay.
I gotcha.
And
Okay.
this mostly looks the same as it always has, but just a very quick refresh. Because of course we've got customers who've never really thought about using this area of the system. And now it's just getting cooler and cooler. They might be thinking, oh, actually, I can really see, you know, that maybe I'll start. So if you're starting from scratch, you know, you'll be populating this area. And categories are families of products. Yeah, so like-minded products all living together in a single sort of category. You can have subcategories if you want to. And then, of course, you've got your individual products. And
Gotcha.
when I go to create a new one, this is the form from under the products tab.
Mm,
So this is the static background information about my product, you know, what it's called, what it's sold in, SKU if we're using it, the family or category that it lives in, and so on. Okay. And you're going to be showing those in just a second. And
okay.
then the final bit, just to talk about here, yeah, is price lists. Okay, because again, people who looked at price lists a while ago need to look at them again because you can now have multiple price lists. Yeah, so I've got one here for 2019. And
Hmm.
of course, as you'd expect, I can just copy it and make it my 2020 price list. Well, let's put it list prices. Okay. And then I can just change my date. And there we go. Make it for this year. And there we go.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
With all our multi-currency, of course.
Yeah,
Right?
multi-currency, everything in there. But let's just say that we got a bit of an uplift. Sweet, eh? So that's my 2020 prices done in like 2 seconds with a
Wow.
5% increase on last year. Yeah. And of course,
That might make a really easy sales meeting. Like, how much is your price to say? Boom, boom, done. Go sell.
yeah, let's do a not-for-profit just for the fun of it. Just because it's just so cool. Yeah, so we'll go for a discount. Let's say that, they get a 25% discount. There we go. They go down.
Oh my goodness.
And away you
So
go.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So again, people who might have looked at it in the past said, oh, I don't like having a single date-based price list. Mine's a little bit more, finesse than that. Great. We listen to you and we bring it into the system. And here you go. Yeah.
Yeah. What's also nice about this, Liz, is, I know we covered it in a different a different webinar about the admin section, but this could probably be something that would be given maybe to like an operations person. Like operation person can just be given this like product and price section, right?
Yeah.
And they can, so they're not like an administrator of the account, but they just have access. Okay, a price change. They could just go right in here, right? And they could just update the pricing, and then boom, they're done, right?
Yeah, exactly right.
Oh, that's fantastic. Once again, less lifting on having a dedicated full-time admin that has to do everything, and just they don't really think you really have to train someone on it, right?
No, exactly. And it's just, the right person doing the right bit then, isn't it? And it just makes life so much easier. One last thing I can't just go by without mentioning again.
Okay.
I told you I can't help myself.
You love it.
So, this is for those of us who have multiple pipelines. So you can actually restrict an individual product so that it is only available for selection when you're working in a particular product.
Oh, that makes complete sense.
Yeah. Again, all depends on your setup. We try really hard to make it as flexible as it can be in Pipeliner. Yeah, and that's one of these. And I can't go without just mentioning the pictures. I literally randomly looked at looked up some pictures earlier. But again, this is another thing where we've been asked by customers. So you imagine the picture of your part or whatever. You add it in here. And then your users get to see it when they're actually adding these into their opportunities, at which point, Todd, it's over to you.
Nice. I like the pictures, Liz. I really do. That's so nice because, sometimes it's just the line item and the SKU and you're like, what's going on, right?
Yeah.
And it's like sometimes just, once again, a little more that visualization that we try to bring. So I like that. So maybe we could transition over if you don't mind. Do you mind if we show like what it looks like now to the sales guy here? Okay. So and maybe we'll just touch on, kind of what it looks like in that opportunity. And I don't know, maybe I'll dive into a little reporting and how we can maybe use it in a quote or something, something like real life. We can get in there and do it. So, okay, cool. So back to my trusty sample database here. I'm going to go back to Bear. Okay. And I'm just going to double click on this opportunity and bring it up. Okay. Now, what's really nice in here is I can go ahead and if I scroll down here, it looks like it's updating my product table. Do I need to refresh this just real quick because you updated those products or nope, it's already done for me. Yeah, perfect. Done. Nice. Okay. So within this new table, okay, the product and service table, it's a little bit updated for everybody, okay, but not to worry. Okay, it's real easy. Okay, same kind of thing where you can just, if you have a product in there already, you can actually click on the little sidelines and you can be able to pick which of these custom fields, okay, that could be on there. Okay, and I think you created one called delivery date. There it is. Okay, nice. Okay, and then probably see, just like everything else, I can slide it on over and boom, I can have that delivery date in there. Okay, which I think is super cool.
So nice.
Isn't that nice? Now, you may be saying like, well, this shouldn't be, it's not filled out, so all I do is just double click on it. Boom. Okay. And this is really cool because Liz added, if everyone remembers, 3 custom fields for this product line item. Okay. The commission, the delivery date, which I'll put in here. Okay. And then some custom requirements, right? And I can just save that, and then boom, it's in there. Okay. And of course I can, maybe if you want to organize it other than maybe the alphabetical order. Liz, watch what I can do. I can take it and I can just say, oh, that one actually should be underneath this section. Okay. And move it up. Just because sometimes, like it's just easier. Sometimes you want to do it by quantity or by
Mhm.
price. And you can of course click on one of these and it would auto sort it, but it's like, let's just get that's a sorting down perfect. Okay. Which I think is cool. And then adding a new product, same kind of same as before. I just can click on that, add the product. But there's something else I just wanted to bring up in here because you brought up those categories, right? Those product catalogs almost, right? In that
Mhm.
section. So what we can do here is say, you know what? And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I was with one customer, Liz, and it's new customer going into this world, okay, of the product and the product line items, but we're talking a lot of products, okay,
Okay. Uh-huh.
like a lot, like what are some of the high ends that you see when you talk about products inside a pipeliner? Is it like
Few
50?
thousand.
Oh, thousands. Okay, so yours is a
Yeah,
little bigger than
but
mine.
then
Okay.
I've seen all of them though, that's the thing, isn't it? So,
Okay, okay. Well, it's cool because, sometimes you can, well, obviously you can search, right? Put in any criteria, we'll search for it. But sometimes I just like to kind of say, hey, geez, let's just pick the category because I can say, oh, yeah, there it is. Oh, and there's the picture I see, right? That's the one I want, right? And then boom, you can add it. So I just
nice.
think
Yeah.
that's really cool, and then drag it up. Oh, I have another duplicate one. Maybe I want to get rid of that one, on and on and on. I just think that's just a really nice product experience, you know? Um, and keeping in mind too, sometimes we can lock, some people can change custom fields, right? We talked about that in another session where maybe like I can, or you could do it because it's your deal and you made me give me access, but someone who's maybe a watcher on it, you don't
Mhm.
want them necessarily maybe even changing that commission, right, or that delivery date. So um fantastic there. And then and I think it goes unnoticed is sometimes this
Yeah.
automatic update. I gotta tell you, this is great. This really, from a user perspective, if you just say, hey, you just got to use it, just
Mhm.
that's what calculates out this value. Because if you kind of like don't let people do it on their own, the only way to get the value is to really go in here. And
Yeah.
someone may say, well, I'm discounting that product, I need to update it. Well, no problem. Just like how Liz did it in the full pricing catalog, we can really kind of go in here and go to that license, say, oh, you know what, this particular item is going to be maybe surcharged, okay, or maybe there's a discount, and we can do it by dollar amount or by percentage. Okay, so which I think is really nice, and see how it's even changing in the background. Okay, so it's
Nice.
saying the percentage, how much is the discount, and then the actual price right above it. Okay, and then boom, it's in there. And I can even, just to kind of, you can kind of have it reflected in your chart if you'd like, or even I think there was something I could even say, hey, what is your your values, you can actually add in there, so you can go ahead and put them in there, those discounts even further. So just
That's cute.
it's nice, it
Yeah.
just makes the whole flow good. And if you're a customer just rolling out the product catalog and really trying to do it, I got to tell you, um, the team that, if you're running an ERP tool or an
Mhm.
accounting tool, they're really going to be happy with you, because all of a sudden the salespeople are selling matches up to everything else. Okay, because sometimes you'll have like, oh, they're not matching. Okay, and there's this confusion and this replication, and hey, that's because the accountants, they like to have the exact number SKU, and that's how many we
Yep.
sell, right?
Yep. Yep.
we
Yep.
need we need that. We like you, okay, but it's just from a sales perspective. Sometimes you just want to on the fly do it. So it's a really way we can just marriage the two together, which I like.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
So
that ease of use again, isn't it?
yeah, exactly. But sometimes we also want to be able to kind of get in here and do some reporting on the products. Okay. And so I created one. I got a little carried away and it started growing and growing. But just so bear with me here, okay? I went to
Elizabeth
pivot tables
report.
and advanced reports and everything. But I think the easiest way just to kind of get started, is really just calling it. We'll just call it Liz's products. If I can, and then boom, there's the option right there. products and services. Okay, we can create it, boom, super fast. And once again, like all pipeliner, right? Not too much training's needed on this, but we can really kind of get in here and just starting adding all those different items in there to really say, hey, what I really want is just to kind of, bring them in, right? And it's fantastic, right?
Yeah,
And I think the other part is, same kind of philosophy is you can group them, right? So maybe I really want to group them by this product category. Okay, that would be a
mhm,
really nice one. Maybe just throw a graph on it. Okay, and boom, that's saved. That's a really nice report saying here's all the different products subsorted, where it's coming from, everything that's backing up behind it. Um, Sometimes you can convert it, and sometimes it's nice to be able to convert it real quickly to like a pivot table, okay? And really just being able to say, hey, maybe where is these products? And in this example, it's like, what pipeline are
I
they
love
in,
this one. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, okay, you're selling this in this division of the company, but how's the other product selling in the other division? It's like, whoa, on the fly, you got to that data? Okay, ready for
Yeah.
my crazy one though, Liz? Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so I clicked on the, and this is one of our enterprise availability options is really kind of clicking, going to like this advanced report. Okay,
Ooh,
I'm not going to build it right now, but I'll just kind of sneak peek it for you. Here, and I just call it my product report, right? But what I was trying to do is say, hey, for these, so I went for the customer,
mm,
right? Show me the,
nice.
isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Just on the fly, I'll make it a little bigger here, but like per customer, what's really going on with the different products. And of course I can click into it and see the opportunities. I can swap it around really quickly, and maybe instead of doing it, maybe grouping it by the account names, maybe I want to do it, I don't know, by, I don't know, what do you think, the product category maybe? I know we talked
Yeah.
about that one maybe, and I'll get rid of the first one here. And so just being able to say, hey, this is the one. Remember, I think I picked on product and I picked that one. We can really get into all the details for each of these different items. Okay. So, and of course you can click into it, see the exact product, see what's going on from that product. Remember the default lines,
Yeah.
and getting into the details. So just really, really great way to kind of report on those products. I sneak peek, maybe a little more coming on this too. So can't say more than that, but
Giving away our secrets
I
there.
know, I know. I just can't help myself. But so that's cool and reported. But then like, okay, it's like maybe you're doing a deal, right? And you're like, okay, I really need to, send them something. Right? I gotta send the customer like a quote or a proposal, right?
Hmm. Oh,
And
yeah.
and and I know we have really fancy integration to some proposal writing tools like PandaDoc, right? That
Yeah.
does a lot of this and merging of these products automatically for you, which is super cool. But I gotta tell you, a lot of customers just go old school. They
Hmm.
use if they're if they're like an office house, they're just using Word or Excel, and their Gmail, they're just using that, and using
Yeah.
Google
Yeah. Yeah.
Sheets, So,
Sheets.
right? I mean, why not, right? It's pretty powerful. So, um, and so what we have here is like in this example, I'm once again I'm trying to sell to Bear. Okay, Werner's the CEO. Okay, and this is all hypothetical here, but and I'm trying to sell them 5 different products, right?
Hmm.
Different quantities, different amounts, different delivery dates, etc. So how would I do that? Okay, so let's keep it really easy, right?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
you click on your
Go.
documents, you're like, boom, okay, sales operations are me. I just created a template, so I don't have to retype it every single time, right? Oh, here it is, proposal 2020. That's the one I want, right? And I'm gonna maybe attach it as a PDF also, just for my own
Yeah.
use, and I'm gonna attach, and I'm also gonna just download it at the same time because maybe before I send it, I really want to be able to kind of check and download it as well. Okay. So up there it is, popped right up. Okay, and so if we take a look at it, we can see, okay, here's who it's for, Bear, it's from me, put in my own username. It said here's all the items with it, here's all the proposed pricing in the blue area, and then
That is
boom,
nice.
boom, boom. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, you
So it
know what?
just sucks it straight off your opportunity then.
Yeah, exactly. And if I want to look at the PDF version, boom, 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 there it is right there. And it can kind of get into the whole, different items along the way there. So it's just I gotta tell you, just a nice way. And of course, it's saving it here for future reference. You can send it from here. It's just,
Yeah. So you got that version tracking as well, I guess. If you just do that
ah,
each
wait,
time
wait,
you
what?
make a change, then
Oh, yeah, version tracking. Oh, you didn't, something new
yeah,
there.
because you're going to
Okay.
have every everything's just going to be there, isn't it?
Yeah,
Each
exactly.
different iteration of the proposal.
Exactly.
So nice, very
I
nice.
only send out one, thing. no one ever
Oh yeah.
argues with a salesperson. No, no negotiation.
In your dreams, Todd.
I know, I know. So, well, I think we're kind of coming to the end, but there was.
Yeah.
Oh wait, pro tip of the
Oh,
day, Liz. Can I do? Can I
bring
do
it
the one
on.
today? Can I do it?
Yeah, do it.
Okay, okay, okay,
Do
okay.
it.
Because it's super nice. Okay, so, and I started doing this all the time now, and I got to tell you, it is awesome. Okay, because sometimes I really want some of my team members to see things at certain increments. Okay. And and see those, and really what I can do is I can design a report. Okay, like even like this product report, and
Yeah.
maybe I just want to send it out to the team because I have my operations meeting. Okay, Fridays at 3 o'clock every week. I got the same meeting, right? And everyone gets together, we review products and how much is sold, what's pending, everything like that, right? So
Yeah.
before that meeting, I just want to like, before I had to like do the Excel sheet or convert it, send it to everybody. It's the data's in there, right? So we have the new scheduling of reports.
Da, da, da.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, but it's really cool, everyone. Okay, really, because you can set up when you want to do it. So maybe like in this example, I'll do it, every week. Okay, and then my meeting's on Friday. It's at 3 o'clock, so maybe I'll just send it at like 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. and make sure everyone thinks I'm really organized, right? I'll hit save. Okay. Oops, Friday. There we go. And now it's ready. It's going to go out every there. Now I say, what is the email that I'm going to send out with this report? What's it going to look like? Right. So, maybe I can get fancy and just do it from my own account or maybe from like a system-based account. That's always an option
Yep.
here, right? And then I can really get in here and just say, like, here is the weekly product report. Okay. And then here, what I can say is hi. And now this is pro tip, sub pro tip. Okay. I can actually add in, this is super cool. I can add in the URL of the report.
Oh, nice.
Okay, like check it out, right? So for people who have Pipeliner and they're users of Pipeliner, they can simply just click on it and
Yeah.
get all the
Oh,
data, right?
lovely. Mm-hmm.
But let's face it, maybe you want to send this report to someone who's maybe not in Pipeliner, okay? Or maybe one of your vendors or one of your distributors, I did one, I got to tell you, I did it the other day. I set it up so automatically it sends a report out to one of our distributors and, hey, give me an update on your open deals.
Oh, sweet.
All right, it just listed them and they're all in Pipeline. Boom, boom, and
Yeah.
you can click on it and go in there. And if he wants to share it with somebody else at his company, we can attach it also, okay, as a PDF, Excel sheet, CSV, or even an HTML report, okay? And if you want to get super fancy, you can even protect it with passwords.
Oh, lovely.
Okay, so it doesn't accidentally fall into the wrong hands, someone at the company or wherever
Yeah.
external.
All that
So.
data protection.
But how cool is that? You just hit schedule, boom, every Friday it's going to go out. Okay, I'm not going to do it right here, but then boom, all your reports that you're just kind of going through and sending everybody, it can be done. And from a sales, let's say, put your sales person hat on. Like, do you have a manager that says like, I want to see your forecast reports every Monday, 9 a.m. Boom, it could be 9 a.m. on the button. Here it is. You never have to ever miss a date. If you want something different in the report, update it and you're good to go. So
Fantastic.
isn't that a cool pro tip? I don't know.
Yeah.
I just had to share
That's super cool.
it. So all right, everybody. Liz, thank you so much. You
You are
you
so
kind of
welcome.
you made products come alive once again. So all right, everyone, stay safe, stay
Have a
healthy,
good day,
and we'll
everybody.
talk to you next time.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.